Is well-being so important, you might ask? Why do I speak about well-being so much? Well, earlier on today, I posted a hypothesis, something that came to me that I was thinking about, because obviously doctors, specialists and brain surgeons and everybody, they always talk about how a build-up of protein in your brain causes dementia or Alzheimer's. Well, one of them is the part of the other. So think of it this way for a minute. The more you exercise a muscle, right? The more that muscle is going to grow. You're going to put more, the more protein is going to come here to fix all of the wear and tear that you produce when you exercise that muscle, and it's going to grow. This is why athletes or bodybuilders have got massive muscles. This is the same thing that happens with your brain. If you think of it clearly, this is the same thing that happens with your brain. So if you're constantly living with your brain twitching, constantly overactive in your subconscious, getting anxious, getting frustrated, constantly thinking things that drain your mental energy, negative things that make you feel absolutely drained, imagine what that does. It's constantly keeping your brain overactive and making it work too much. So when it's working too much, it's obviously it's a muscle. It's going to bring in more protein to that brain, and then it's going to create that problem that we get with dementia and Alzheimer's patients. And as well, when you see people struggling with depression and they're going, oh, but I've tried everything and nothing is working. Imagine what years and years of wear and tear on your heart, on your soul, of feeling low constantly does to the way that you normally naturally feel. That is exactly what I'm talking about. That is exactly why it is so important. This is exactly why it is so important, so crucial to look after your thoughts and emotions every single day. Just like the same way you brush your teeth, it is absolutely important to do this every single day, because you don't want overactivity in your brain, because then when you get to old age, your chances of suffering Alzheimer's or dementia are higher than somebody who's living every single day happy and elated and not overactive in their brain. Now, if you think about it, about that 90% thing that I always talk about, that we always use 10% of our conscious, that's what we use every single day. And 90% of it is hidden. It's full of whatever we dump in there. And that's still acting, that's still working, that's still active. If we're not looking after it, guess what happens? 90% of our brain is constantly overactive and nobody's looking after it. This is why it's so important. It's the same with your heart, it's the same with your soul. So in order for you to be in charge of your happiness, in order for you to be happy, in order for you to achieve a life that you want, a life that you're proud of, where you wake up every single day and you feel like you're in charge every single day, you've got to look after your well-being. You've got to look after your thoughts and emotions. It's absolutely crucial, because then you're giving yourself a chance to live a good life today, a good life tomorrow. And also in your old age, you're giving yourself a bigger chance of living a good life in your old age. And that's amazing, isn't it? To be able to see your grandchildren until you're 90, 95, and to pester everybody when I can't wait until I'm an old lady and I can pester everybody and I can be that rude old lady who's calling people names. That would be amazing. Anyway, I just thought I'd share this with you so that you understand just why it is so important to look after your well-being. I wrote a post about it below, and it explains this very same theory. Anyway, have a lovely day. I've got a client in 10 minutes. I hope to speak to some of you ladies very soon.